His profile says he's single, but he's really married with kids. It's the type of information that could find its way into a courtroom during a divorce.
More and more lawyers are scouring sites like Facebook. Here's Fox 25's Ted Daniel with how what you can post can be used against you.
There are many ways to dig up dirt on a spouse in a heated divorce. Surveillance, subpoenas, listening in on the phone, and now logging on to a computer. According to a recent survey by the American Academy of Matrimonial Lawyers, more than 80% of divorce attorneys say they've seen an increase in evidence pulled from social media sites when relationships bust.
Today's interview, when I see somebody for the first time, one of the things I always say is I want to see your Facebook page first and foremost.
David Cherney is a founding partner of the prominent Boston-based family law firm Atwood & Cherney. He says sites like Facebook, MySpace, and Twitter can provide a wealth of information in a divorce or custody battle. The guy who posts vacation pictures with his mistress. The woman who's seeking love on an internet dating site, even though she's married. The spouse who claims to have no money for child support, but brags about her new boat on Twitter. Cherney says it can and often will be used in a court of law.
In our cases in Massachusetts, we're not a no-fault state, so conduct is still an issue when it comes to dividing assets and awarding alimony. Certainly in the context of a custody case, if there are allegations that a parent is unfit or is engaged in some type of behavior that may be contrary or harmful to the child, it's very dramatic evidence. A picture's always worth 1,000 words.
During a split, people will often block or remove their spouse from their network, but that may only provide a false sense of security. Couples usually have at least a few mutual online friends, and all it takes is one to spill the beans. And in some divorces, people are even taking it a step further, hiring computer forensic companies to do the cyber stalking for them. Experts look for real profiles and ones created with assumed names.
As much as you don't want to look, it's like a bad accident that you just can't not look.
Dr. Karen Ruskin is a marriage and family therapist. She says she's seen people purposely post hurtful things about their soon-to-be exes, only to have it come back and bite them in court.
It's important to consider what you're saying, even though you're angry at that other person, what you're saying about your spouse. Even if you're not using their name, all your friends know who you're talking about.
Sites designed for people to connect, helping lawyers win points when couples disconnect. Bottom line, don't post anything you wouldn't want a judge to see. I'm Ted Daniel, Fox 25 News.
And Ted tells us Facebook is the #1 place divorce lawyers go to look for online evidence.
Followed by MySpace and, of course, Twitter.